to another edition of SPNation Season 2. Hatid po sa inyo ng Sports Plus Philippines. Mark Zambrano po inyong lingkod. Together with my main man over here, Ayel Banal. And my other main man, of course, Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio.
Trying to be a main man.
Di ba?
Tayo, lamig na lamig. Pero yung bagets natin.
Siyempre, galing sa ulan.
Steady.
Pero busog na busog, guys, ang ating topic list for this episode. Of course, tatlong topic na talaga namang alam ko slightly more controversial than the other, yung iba, but still worth the talk dito sa ating episode. We'll start off by our first topic, which is your NCAA picks. Yan. Kung sino ba ang mga teams sa palagay ninyo ang aangat dito sa 100th season ng NCAA. That's the first topic. Our second one is, pupunta naman tayo sa tennis. Is Novak Djokovic still the king of tennis? King So mabigat yung term na ginamit.
Fresh.
King.
Dati 3 kings dati.
Isa na lang ngayon.
Naubos na, okay. Well, if he's still the king, we will discuss that later. And the third and final topic, pupunta naman tayo dun sa pag-iba ng nationality. Nitong isa sa pinakamalaking pangalan ng local volleyball. Of course, we're talking about Jaja Santiago, who is now a Japanese citizen. Is this good or bad for Philippine sports? So, 3 slightly different topics to each other, pero nonetheless, masarap pag-usapan. So, puntahan na natin ngayon ang ating first topic, NCAA picks. Kung di nyo lang po alam, this Saturday will be the opening of the 100th season ng National Collegiate Athletics Association o NCAA. For that opening, ang magtatagpo po sa center court will be LPU clashing against the defending champion, ang San Beda Red Lions. And of course, ang ating title contenders, so to speak, Mapua against the College of St. Benilde. Etong kaibigan ko.
Contender ba yun?
Ewan ko sa'yo.
Hindi ako. Hindi, kita mo, sinimulan ko na.
Hindi ko pa
Actually, we'll start with you, bro.
Hindi, kasi alam mo, pag sinabi yung apelido na banal, connected agad yan sa Mapua. Kasi ako, nung, sa kwento-kwento na lang to, hindi ko na inabutan, your dad, Coach Joel, won championships with Mapua. And yung mga coaches ngayon, Coach Randy, etong sila, na Coach Chito, lahat yan connected sa coaching tree ng iyong dad. Pero sa akin, hindi sila contender this year. It remains to be seen. Isa sila, we're there on the outside looking in sa aking Final Four dahil mabibigat yung mga nawala sa kanilang players. So, isa sila sa mga pinaka-exciting na teams because they have arguably the NCAA's best player in Clint Escamis.
Yan, nag-name drop na po.
Name drop na.
Yung tinatawag nilang the most unpredictable season ever ng NCAA. Itong parating. Actually, mabait pa yun Yung iba sabi, kagulo ang NCAA this season. What can you say about that?
It couldn't be more true than this year, no? American favorites, in the past years, you have favorites, you had San Beda. Actually, San Beda was out of nowhere last year. They weren't your top pick talaga. And that's why, kagulo siya talaga this year. But for me, ang pick ko this year is yung sinabi na opposite ni Mapua ang pick. Just for the same reason.
Homer pick.
Safe pick na for the coaching tree. No, it's the same reason that San Beda, no one expected San Beda to win last year. And for me, ilang years na Mapua is andun na, pero hindi lang maka-breakthrough. And granted that a lot of their seniors graduated and went to the draft this year.
Mabigat yun.
Mabigat yung mabibigat
kasi
talaga.
Lahat ng big shots last year, it's either si Clint or yung napakaganda yung nilalaro ngayon para sa Terra Firma.
Right, Paolo Hernandez. Yeah.
Ano yun pare? Big game player. So yun yung hahanapin ngayon. Tsaka, tatandaan natin Jopet Soriano, almost a double-double averaging big guy. Warren Bonifacio, mythical 5 member. At saka yung wild card nila last year na si Peter Rosilio. Medyo lumipat. Nag-pedicab, pumunta ng Letran. So, mabigat yung nawala sa kanila. Kung susumahin natin, 3 dun sa 6 nilang pinakamatibay na players. Nag-move forward na sa kanilang mga karera. Kaya ako medyo iffy ako. Pero out of respect to your dad, kung yung tatay mo nag-coach.
No. With that being said, I honestly believe that sina Coach Randy and his team, they thrive on being underdogs. And so, nakakahanap sila ng way kahit hindi sila malakas yung frontline nila. Nakakahanap sila ng way para manalo. And isabay mo yung reasoning na yun with they're due for a championship. They're due for something. I think makakabulag sila this year and they're my dark horse this year.
Okay.
Hindi ko pa minention si Clint Escamis.
Dark horse.
Na-mention mo yung si Clint Escamis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last year,
Si Mr. Party and Panalay.
Party and
Pumunta
Panalay.
sa share ko na-interview namin sa podcast namin. So lagi ko siya niloko, Mr. Party and Panalay after winning the MVP, Clint Escamis.
pero he had a big target sa likod niya halfway through that season last year. But
Oo.
now, mas malaki yun. You
Mas
think he
malaki.
can produce the same numbers, same kind of performance this year?
Well, akin, bilang napanood ko talaga yung buong NCAA. Si Clint Escamis is the type of player that will get a lot of points from his hustle, he will get a lot of points from his effort. Effort player kasi si Clint, and nadagdagan pa ng jump shot, plus yung kumpiyansa niya na naglaro siya sa MPBL, na mga pros yung kalaban niya. Siyempre may mga nakuha rin kay Mac Talio dahil
Yes.
ilang buwan din sila magkasama sa Abra Weavers sa MPBL. Malaking bagay yun. Pero kung yung production at saka MVP, iba yung pick ko. Iba yung pick ko kasi dyan. Pero yung mga numero, I think Clint would be doing a little bit in those ranges. But he needs to do more if they are looking to be really a title contender. Pero ako, ang title contender ko talaga, on paper, it's the College of St. Benilde Blazers. Sobrang loaded nitong team na to. Parang sobrang okay, pare, pag tinignan mo. Allen Liwag, mama eh.
Mama, oh.
Pag naglaro,
Mama sa ilalim niya.
pang pro. Tony Inot. Si Tony naglaro sa San Beda, kaya kilala ko. Isa sa mga pinaka-paborito kong player, wild card. Tough competitor para sa College of St. Benilde Blazers. Antonio Sebio, sobrang athletic. Nahalo na rin ng championship yan sa UAAP with UP. So maraming mga pyesa na nadagdag dito sa Benilde. Pero, syempre, with my heart pick, dalawa. San Beda, dahil bilista ako. And with Coach Allen Ricardo, dahil barkada ko. Mula grade school. Coach Allen, lagi ako naniniwala sa'yo. Pero ikaw ang hindi ko paboritong letranista. pero yung mga teams na yan. Pero Dark Horse ko yung Mapua and EAC. EAC, Coach Gerson Cabiltes, ganda ng build-up nila. And mararamdaman mo pagkakalaban mo sila eh. Both emotionally and physically. Ganun yung preparation nila. Talagang pitpitan kung pitpitan. Yun yung laro ng EAC. So I'm very excited for this weekend's festivities. Yeah, 100 years and a lot in store. May mga, yesterday I was there at the media launch ng NCAA. Maraming mga i-introduce na sports ngayon, mga demonstration sports. There would be 3 new head coaches in the NCAA with Coach Arvin Bonleon, Coach Alan Ricardo, and Coach Olsen Racela with the Perpetual Help Altas na nandoon yung aking Dark Horse MVP, Chris Pagano.
Guys, may side story din itong pagbubukas ng NCAA. Of course, when San Beda lost Jacob Cortez, ang daming pag-usapan. But is this really something you were surprised about? Kasi marami nagsasabing kayo naman parang hindi nyo alam na mangyayari yan. Mike Cortez yung tatay niya.
I
dapat
feel
alam
like
nyo.
you would be the perfect guy to answer this.
Alam mo kasi, ako, to the victor goes the spoils.
Yeah.
Well,
Ganun lang yan eh. Kasi Jacob has been the most dynamic player alongside Clint Escamis in the NCAA in season 99. And he was a big part of that championship run by San Beda, but not the only part, di ba, so to speak. That's why Peter Alfaro, Cliff Hopia, Dami Contapay, JV Caliago moved on and played in the pros. And sila Cyrus Larena also in the pros right now. And may mga returning players and sabi nga sa kanta eh, di ba? Ito na naman tayo. Nawawala, bumabalik.
Kaya umuulan eh.
Di ba?
Kaya umuulan. Kaya bumabagyo sa labas.
Alam mo, pre ba?
Kaya pala.
Pinakinggan ko yung mga multiplex na bigay mo sa akin eh. Sa sasakyan mo sa A-Track ko. Niready ko kasi mahilig sa OPM yung kaibigan ko eh.
Wala akong sinasabi. Wala akong
Niready ko
sinasabi.
eh. Pero, yun nga, with Jacob, ano yan eh, ganun naman ang trend eh. Pag may magagaling na player, ako lagi akong open for that a lot of teams will be recruiting. If you're talented enough, you would be getting a lot of offers. And if the offer is too good not to pass up,
Right.
you deliver the championship for San Beda. And if you think it's the best for your career, as well as what Coach Yuri said, I mean, you have to see your options. And if you think that it's the best, you have to be man enough to take care of it. And reloaded din yung San Beda. Ang ibalita, ang naging problema pa ni Coach Yuri, paano niya ikakat yung 27 player na eligible na lahat po pwede mag-NC. So, it's a good problem. But again, we want the best for Jacob.
Pero, knowing that Mike Cortez has cemented such a legacy with Lasal, di ba? Tapos lilipat ka dun sa team kung saan yung tatay mo eh. Talagang laman ng usapan kahit wala na siya dun for decades, di ba? is this a good thing for Jacob to do? Na parang, why do you have to transfer to a team where your father is like part na ng haligi ng team, kumbaga eh.
I've known Jacob since he was little. Teammate ko si Cool Cat sa Blackwater for how many years now. I've seen him train. And if there's anything I can say about the Cool Cub, no? Ano na ba ang moniker niya na? Cool Cub pa rin ba siya?
Cool Cub pa rin yun.
He is not afraid to take on the opportunity and to shy away from the pressure. Yeah. So even if there's gonna be a big Mike Cortez in LaSalle name or reputation, he's not gonna be afraid to take on that responsibility. Ultimately, it will benefit his career naman. So,
Definitely. And given an opportunity like that to fill your dad's shoes, I mean, it's a monumental challenge. But again, there were a lot of zeros involved in that decision. So, antabayan na lang natin.
Where's the drink?
Antabayan na lang natin kung anong mangyayari. But we're wishing the best. And for all the fans, antabayan nyo on GTV on Sunday, Jimmy. Opening ceremonies of NCAA Season 100, San Beda, LPU for the first game, St. Benilde, and Mapua. Final 4 matchups din yan last season. So magandang jumping off point for Season 100.
Of course, si Coach Hammer, talagang pagsasawaan niyo yung mukha ni Coach Hammer for this season, of course. One of the mainstays sa panel ng NCAA.
I try.
He tries to be behaved, but more often than not, he fails. So that's very, he's very good.
They're just waiting for it to happen. Sabi kasi nakinig ako ng multiplex kanina. Sabi nga ni Rick Segredo, memorizing each line, I still don't know what to say.
Kaya talaga tayo binabagyo eh. Okay. Mula sa basketball.
Ready ko talaga para sa iyo eh.
Kung ano pa masabi mo tungkol sa akin. Mula sa basketball, lipat naman tayo sa mundo ng tennis. Ito, the second topic of today na pag-uusapan natin is Novak Djokovic. Ang pinakamagaling na Serbian tennis player, they say of all time, is he still the king of tennis? Dati kasi guys, pag tennis, tatlo lang ang pag-uusapan. Djokovic, Nadal, Federer. Wala na si Federer. Sinasabi nila si Nadal, sa sobrang dami ng injury, will no longer be effective on the tennis court. But with Novak Djokovic, still active, 24 titles na sa Grand Slam. Ang ganda pa ng pinakita ng Olympics.
First gold.
Grabe yun. Walang nagsabing mananalo siya doon. But he won.
Kasi yun yung laging hinahabol niya.
Right.
Parang hirap na hirap siya makakuha ng gold medal for Serbia for the longest time, for a number of tries. And that was, I think, the last trophy na kailangan doon sa trophy case na para pagtitignan niya. Magkaiba kasi sila ni Nikola Jokic. Pag tinitingnan niya mga NBA trophies niya, parang mas mabigat. I mean, it's part of that Eastern European upbringing na yung patriotism nila. It's something really big. So, yun, baka yun na nga yung kulang. Pero if injured yung mga by default, the three kings, isa nag-retire na, tapos yung isa injury prone, ikaw na lang yung active. So, might as well take care of the mantle and go with it.
Kaya kasi naging controversial itong Djokovic. Well, he played really well sa Olympics, but it did not look as easy as he did before. Ang nakasama dyan, nung pumasok siya sa US Open, tinalo siya ng isang 28th seed nung third round. You do not compare Novak Djokovic to a 38th seed and say na mananalo yung isa ever in his career. But it happened in the US Open. Kaya it opened up a whole can of worms.
Conversation.
Laos na ba? Tapos na ba? Is this it for him? What do you think?
I think no. You know, I think I'll give it mga 1 to 2 years pa. Diba? Si Nadal siguro hanggang next year na lang baka mag-retire na, call it quits sa si Nadal, diba? But for me, hindi biro yung tinalo niya sa Olympics.
Right.
Yun na yung si Alcaraz and si Sinner, sila na yung next in line, diba? So, yes, it's very different. Mas konting rounds, mas iba yung sa Olympics, they're more focused on the country than the professional person that's playing. But we cannot just basta-basta sabihin na, yes, hindi pa siya nakaka-Grand Slam this year. But we cannot say na his reign is over. Maybe he's declining, but until someone literally and unequivocally takes the throne from him, and we have some potential ones who are gonna take the throne from him, hindi pa eh. For me, he is still the king. He is still one of the three kings, diba? And until na talagang evident na parang Nadal na yung laro niya, tingin ko tsaka siya madidethrone. You
have to remember, itong si Roger Federer, before he retired, he was playing 2 to 3 seasons where everyone was saying, wala na mangyayari dyan.
Right.
Mag-retire ka na, pinipilit mo pa eh. But he still kept on winning. So maybe, do you think si Nadal kaya din gawin yung Roger Federer way of exiting but still being on top?
37 years old, I won't let it stop. No, I won't give it up.
Guys, baka masuspend ulit yung classes bukas or ano, baka lang.
Lagi na tayo sa video.
Kasi nag-drive ako, naalala ko yun habang nire-review ko. Kasi di ba, pag number 1 player ka, you want to be number 1. Pag habang umakit ka, madali. Pag nandoon ka na, binabakbakan na ng lahat. Tapos yun, pabata yung mga kalaban niya. That's a different challenge for him. But the way that Novak is training, ito na yung different style eh. Sila na yung magkakabatch eh. LeBron, Novak, Djokovic, the Williams sisters.
Yes.
So they're playing against father time. Yun yung kailan ba magdi-dip? Tom Brady. Lahat inaantay silang mag-dip na nag-retire on top. Diba? Ganun nakatindi ngayon. Sino ba yung susunod? Tinalo niya yung dalawang susunod. Diba? Yan yung mga nakapila. But at the end of the day, they're professional players and as long as the zeros are there, net worth $240 million, laging yun yung titignan mo eh. Winning is 184 million above ang kanyang career earnings. So, if you're looking at it as a professional, as long as you can command the numbers and as long as your body can hold on to the training, yun naman yung unang bumibigay. Pagka hindi mo na kaya i-handle yung the rigors of training and preparation for tournaments, the games are easy. The trainings are the hard part. So, dun siya lang yung makakapagsabi talaga. Pero by the way that he's playing, I don't think na siguro good 3 years ba left in the tank. Unless he says, I don't want to play anymore. Ganun lang.
Itong Carlos Alcaraz, they're saying na he's the next one. Okay? Ang description ng mga tao sa kanya, he has the power of the volley ni Rafael Nadal with the control of Roger Federer.
Right.
Do you think si Carlos Alcaraz will be the next one or Yannick Sinner is coming up? A lot of people are saying din, inconsistent pa yung Yannick Sinner.
Yeah. Actually, the three kings, silang dalawa yung next.
Yes.
Because nagbubrew na nga yung rivalry between them eh. And, si Sinner, he won the Australian Open. Ito si Alcaraz, he won the French Open and the Wimbledon, no? Even Rafael Nadal said na he might be the next GOAT in tennis. Like, greatest of all time, ah. And so, yeah, there are differences. He's better in sa clay. But for me, the future is bright for the sport of tennis. And
Exactly.
it's super exciting kasi tayo, masusubaybayan natin to eh. Ilang years pa natin eh. So it's something that we can appreciate. But for me, Alcaraz is no joke and he might potentially really be the one to be the greatest of all time.
Well, aantayin pa natin yan
Yeah.
lumabas kasi mahirap sabihin yung GOAT. Kasi ako favorite ko si Pete Sampras.
Oh, well, yeah.
This was when I was growing up very
You
young.
have a point. You have a point.
Kasi,
Yeah.
di ba, Andre Agassi,
Yeah.
yan yung pinanonood ng lolo ko.
Ivanisevic.
Oo, yan
Yeah.
kasi sila yung mga ako. When I was a kid, whenever they watch it, I was like, ano ba, ba't lahat nakaputi?
Which was recently lang naman.
Wala bang basketball? Wala bang basketball na pwede panoorin? And then, Pete Sampras was the GOAT. And then
Right.
injuries came. Injuries came when he got older. He lost his fastball like Andre Agassi. Ganun din yung mga nangyari. Pero ito yung mga during my formative years, ito yung mga sinasabi nilang GOAT. And then in the 2000s rolling in, Novak Djokovic has the height, has the explosiveness, has the control and power in the same. Kaya siya yung naging sustainable yung career. And iba talaga pagka-healthy. Iba, your best ability will always be your availability. Lagi siyang available and when pitpitan na, mas nakakadiin siya. Yun yung naging, kaya sila ni Federer and Nadal, dun lagi nagkakatalo sa dulo. Sino yung pinaka-healthy sa kanilang tatlo? And luck has been smiling at him for the past almost 23, 22 years that he is active.
So it remains to be seen.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they're both in agreement na it
Right.
remains to be seen kung ito bang si Novak Djokovic can still perform the way we used to see him perform.
Marketable pa rin.
Marketable pa rin.
Lalo na
Yes.
ngayon. Ang
Hindi-
daming mga Pinoy.
Hindi pa bumibitaw yung mga sponsor
Oo.
niya.
Hindi pa.
Which is an
Hindi pa.
indication that
Yes.
people might think na meron pa siyang ibubuga.
Right.
So it remains to be seen. Carlos Alcaraz, of course, Yannick Sinner on the sidelines waiting for their chance to get back at what they say is, who they say is the GOAT right now, Novak Djokovic. So from tennis, lilipat naman tayo sa mundo ng volleyball. Now this is a big issue. A few years ago, recently lang naman, kasi titirahin mo na naman ako.
Oh.
Meron akong nakilalang dalawang malulupit na player. Matangkad, 6'5", 6'6". Parehong babae, parehong malakas mag-kill, parehong... Ang gagaling talaga. The Santiago Sisters. Ngayon, yung isa sa kanila, Japanese citizen na, si Jaja. Her new name is Sachi Minowa. Okay? So, Ang question natin dito is, good or bad for Philippine sports? This is not new to any of us.
Oh.
Yung pag-transition to another citizenship ng isang atleta. Wesley So was the biggest issue when that happened a few years back. Ngayon, sa level ng volleyball natin, this is, I think, at this point, the highest peak,
Oh, up and up.
di ba, of Philippine volleyball. To lose such a big player in Jaja Santiago, do you guys think may impact na malaki? Is it good or bad for Philippine sports? Not just for volleyball.
For me, it's good and bad. Okay? Short term, it's bad. Diba? She's one of our key players and diba, parang like you said, we're peaking pa lang eh. We haven't hit the pinnacle of volleyball sports in the Philippines, diba? And we have a following and we rekindled a different flame from basketball to volleyball now as a country. And to lose one of the key players now, it's really gonna hurt us. Kasi unang-una, syempre, yung chances natin to be competitive. Yes, we're still gonna be competitive, pero we're gonna need her, eh, diba?
Exactly.
But, however, it may be good in the long term. Why? Here's why. Yes, nagsisimula pa lang. Volleyball hasn't reached its pinnacle in the Philippines, no? However, I say we can still do more. And if if an athlete like Jaja finds greener pastures elsewhere, what does that say about us? So now, meron tayong room to improve. To the point na kailangan, dapat hindi na pumupunta sa laban. Anong kailangan natin ayusin? Kailangan natin mas galingan pa yun. And I'm not saying hindi okay yung program natin. I'm just saying, pwede pang galingan, pwede pang i-investa ng time. Basketball is still the main sport of the Philippines eh. Now, baka mapaisip tayo na parang, okay, should we consider volleyball as something of the future as Philippine sports? That can happen with this. So it can be good in the long term, depending on how we're gonna respond to it. But yes, it will hurt us now.
Papasok yung topic.
Sabay naman dumating yan. Nung dumating yung mga Tomasites, di ba? Yung basketball tsaka volleyball. Yan yung PE natin. Pero, babalikan ko yung playlist ko kanina. Ano yan? When We're Hungry, Love Will Keep Us Alive. Bakit kasi siya nag-Japanese? Kasi asawa niya hapon.
Oh.
Basic eh.
Yeah.
Saka, di ba? Love Will Keep Us Alive. Eh, mahal niya yung asawa niya, coach yun. Eh, ang laki ng offer.
Ayun ang gusto kong anuhin. You know?
Simple lang yan eh. I mean, we have talent. Jaja Santiago has been one of the chosen few, to say the least, when volleyball was going up and up. I covered her when, siguro ikaw na-interview mo nung prep siya.
Ha?
Ako na-cover ko nung nasa.
Direk, meron ka bang mainit-init na tubig? Gusto ko lang busan to eh.
na-cover ko si Jaja.
Wala akong sinasabi.
Ready ako. Hindi. Pero nung college si Jaja, I was able to cover her collegiate career. I saw her grow. And when she played as an import, of course, she is very good. But during her time, she was only 6'5" girl. Remember, we have Thea Gagate now.
Yes.
We have Fifi Sharma and the other girls. Angel Canino, one of the, oh my gosh, generational talents na can bring a lot of athleticism, a lot of height to the program na nakita na natin ngayon dun sa ating women's national team and even sa men's national team with si Jesus, si Mark Espejo, at saka si Brian Bagunas who's been on the men. Nakita natin that we are at the up and up when it comes to talent. So, yun yun eh, pagka may aalis, hindi naman natin pinipigilan, and if they have better opportunities, why not? And it's a pro-contra. Yung mga athletes kasi, finite lang, front-loaded po yung mga karera ng mga batang to. You're at your peak earning power hanggat bata ka, till pumalo ka ng, para sa Pilipino, I think the peak will be at 28, 29. And then the downward spiral comes in at 30, 31. Ganun eh, Asians tayo, hihina yung katawan natin kahit na anong alaga natin. Hindi naman po lahat parang si LeBron James na pinanganak na ganun talaga. Gifted. It's natural gifts. But again, susumahin mo, front-loaded yung mga kontrata niyan. Kaya ako, lagi ako sumusuporta sa mga athletes who would play for their school, and when opportunity comes to earn a living for them and their families, why not? Eh ngayon, yung asawa pa niya is a coach, of course, who was coaching here with Akari. And they're in the finals, so we'll see.
Earning a living is a big factor eh. Kasi hindi lang naman sa volleyball eh, sa basketball, di ba? Kaya when you go out of the country, not only do you see a different level of the sport, pero pati yung how you can earn as a player, as an athlete.
Exactly.
That's always a big factor sa pag-decide mo kung saan ka pupunta.
Saka democratic.
Tapatin na kita, di ba?
Democratic country tayo eh. Kung ano yung makakabuti sa'yo. Tsaka ako, it's my favorite. If there's a lot of zeros involved in that discussion, where do I sign? Laging ganun yan eh. Kasi you're as an athlete, you're always one injury away. You're always one freak accident away from seeing those potential earnings go down the drain. Simple lang yan. So pagka may opportunity ka right in front of you, you gotta weigh your options, and pagka it's too good for you to say no, you better take it. Kasi baka sa susunod wala yan.
Hindi naman nagtatagal ang buhay na atleta.
Oh,
talaga.
Actually, I was to echo and emphasize what you said a while ago, no? Sa mga nanonood, sumusubaybay sa atin, di ba? Ang nami-miss natin lagi is may hangganan lang, maliit lang yung lifespan ng buhay ng atleta. Eh. Diba? Hindi pag doktor ka, lawyer ka, may ibang career. Talagang hanggang mag-retire ka, pwede mo gawin. There's only a certain amount of time where we can earn a living, earn as much. That's not even for us. It's for our family, our children's children to earn quote-unquote generational wealth. So, medyo unfair pag sinabi natin kay Jaja na pera-pera lang eh. Hindi eh. Meron tayong time frame eh. Meron tayong time frame na pag nag-retire natin, hindi namin alam kung saan namin kukunin yan or ganyan. So, it's not just about greener pastures. It's about building a life for your family.
Tingnan mo, ang ganda ng ngiti niya dun sa picture.
No.
Sobrang saya, di ba?
Follow-up question, signing bonus.
Ay,
Topic ha, number one pick po yan ha.
Gawa tayo ng fourth topic para change topic naman tayo.
pick yan, ha?
Change topic naman.
Akala ko makakasunod ka.
Change topic.
Kasi hindi mo naman pwede sabihin walang utang na loob.
Oh,
or-
exactly.
She played for the country. She
Oh,
gave her due.
na.
Saka, may pamilya na yung tao. Your priorities change, di ba? Parang tulad dati, pag naging tatay, nagbabago na lahat, di ba?
syempre.
Minsan nagmumukha ka ng pera. But
Exactly.
the reality is, you really have to earn for your family.
And also, you know, growing up with my father was a coach. And when nagsisimula siya, nagbe-build siya ng team. Diba? When he started Mapuhay and went to the pro leagues, may time talaga na lilipat yung player mo eh. Pero ang laging tanong ng dad ko, bakit siya lumilipat? Hindi papagalitan niya yung player na bakit ka lumilipat. Titignan niya yung management, yung team, na bakit siya lumilipat. Anong kailangan natin ayusin? Diba?
Intrinsic.
Diba? Parang, okay, there's a reason why. And if we look at Jaja as a person, as a human being, as an athlete, parang go for it. Like, this is your dream, this is your ano. Pero, from a national perspective, diba, sa bansa natin, anong kailangan natin ayusin or i-improve na hindi nalilipat? And that's not just volleyball. That's everywhere else where, you know, other athletes are going to different countries for other opportunities, diba? And so that's something that we can also ask ourselves. Diba?
We wish Jaja the best, of course. Wala naman tayong ano dito eh. We saw her...
Ganda ng ngiti eh.
Tignan mo naman yan.
Iba yung lighting doon ah. Iba yung lighting.
Blooming, di ba?
Lighting pa lang sa mga ramen shop, iba na eh.
Sarap ng sashimi dyan.
diba?
Fresh na fresh. Naku talaga naman. We wish you the best, of course, Jan. Nandito lang naman kami para to support you. And nagpapasalamat din tayo sa kanya for all the years of service na binigay
Exactly.
niya. Playing for the national team. Siya sa kayong sister niya, si Dindin. Talaga namang staple na kumbaga.
Ako nagpapasalamat ako kay Ate Din kasi kumakalma si Coach Chico on the sidelines. Dahil iba yung ura kakapon ni Coach Chico. Eh, sorry, babalik ako doon sa video. Napangiti-ngiti lang si Coach Chico, parang may alas na baon eh. Iba eh.
I'm sure maraming gustong makicomment sa atin sa mga pinagsasabi natin dito, of course, about our 3 topics. Let's take a look at our comments from Facebook and TikTok. Sa mga gustong magbigay ng kanilang sariling input mula doon sa mga sinabi ng ating mga analyst. Si Maki, talaga namang ikaw pa mauuna eh, no? Arriba Letran! Ibalik ang corona sa Muralya. Parang nakikita ko nagpupunit ng sedula si Maki. Lakas mga sponsors ngayon.
Alumni ng Letran.
No, di ba? Ano masasabi niyo dyan? Kaya Maki, Arriba Letran.
Malakas ang Letran ngayon. I watched them in the preseason tournaments. They're very, very good. They lost a key piece in them in Titing Manalili. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung reason, but I think he's the next best, he's the next guy sa Pilipinas. Ako, I kid you not. After seeing LA, after playing against Jason and being a teammate of Jason Castro and seeing Terence Romeo when I started coaching, I mean, this guy is the next. Hopefully, he is healthy and whatever it is na kailangan nilang i-address, I mean, Manalili will be the next point guard. Ako, I'm ahead of the curve saying this since last year. Since sabi ko, this kid will be the next best Filipino point guard.
And I think itong community ng Letran, gutom na naman.
Oo
Balik
naman.
ang moral yan.
Oo
They've
naman.
been waiting for the opportunity to get
Natalo last year, gusto ng 4 na sunod.
Oh, di ba?
Gusto ng 4 na sunod yan eh. Gusto talaga.
So, Arriba Letran, Maki, salamat din sa comment mo. Let's see if we have other comments that we can discuss here. Ito si Maki na naman, may tanong naman ngayon. Ano kaya kung inabot ni Pete Sampras si Novak? Good
Yan,
Good game yan.
Pete Sampras, Novak. Pete Sampras, distance expert. Novak Djokovic, power volley. Ang ganda ng match.
At saka magaling dumipensa sa backline si
True.
Pete Sampras.
Right.
Yun yung underrated sa laro niya na doon nahirapan sa kanya sila nung latter part na ni Andre Agassi kasi magaling siya dumipensa on the backline. Kita mo, may alam mo ko sa tennis kahit pa paano. Kasi siya napapanood ko talaga. Dahil fan ng grandfather ko nito. But again, iba ka na ibang animal kasi si Novak. If Pete Sampras was better at a more prolonged period of time kasi it was the injuries. For him, it was the injuries and the training that he was doing para sila ni Tiger Woods. So a little bit of Navy SEAL training, a little bit of higher volume. Baka na-preserve pa niya yung katawan niya. We could have seen a better Pete Sampras. But kasi Novak Djokovic, recency bias eh.
Right.
Nakita natin na mas consistent and almost 100 titles under his belt. So you can't go against the numbers. Pero ako syempre Pete Sampras.
Talaga namang old school talaga.
Ang mga sagot ko dyan nilalaro ko sa 2K yan eh. Kaso hindi na yata natin pwede malaro yan, yung i-compare yung mga ganyan eh. But, it's something that we will never know, but it's good to imagine. Good to imagine.
Yan yung mga Sunday conversations ka, mga uncles mo, mga kuya mo, na pagka nag-uusap-usap kayo, hindi, nung araw, gabi na.
Pero alam mo, tingin ko mas maganda kung Andre Agassi, Novak Djokovic.
Yung bata,
Yung
yung bata na Andre Agassi.
Long hair pa siya.
Exactly. Yung feisty Andre Agassi pa siya.
Yun ang match-up na made in heaven, I think. Pareho ng
Same like
strengths.
sets.
Pareho ng smart, pareho ng yung pros and cons, di ba? Pareho. Ang gandang matchup sa amin.
Ang advantage ng tingin ko ni Novak Djokovic, mas emotionally and mental clarity. Kasi si Djokovic pagka pitpitan na, even-keeled pa rin siya.
Yeah.
Even-keeled. Si Andre Agassi, there are some instances
Flare-ups.
na nagfe-flare up. And that's what fuels his game. Yun yung pinaka-marketable sa kanya. It's being the emotional person in tennis. Kaya siya yung naging face of tennis for some time.
Right.
So that's a good, maganda yung binigay ni Maki na matchup na Pete Sampras versus Novak. We'll never know, but again, comparing the two, the way they played, Sampras before and Novak now, that would have been a great matchup pagdating sa tennis. Meron pa ba tayong mga comments dyan coming from our viewers from Facebook and TikTok? Si Power Mac, maling-mali tayo na ginutom si Jaja. Ginutom. Nag-iisang legit international player natin. Di gaya ng iba dyan. Panay forma lang. Yan tuloy, Haponesa na. Ginutom si Jaja. What can you say about that, guys? Ginutom daw eh.
It would be out of place for me to confirm or deny na ginutom ba natin si Jaja.
Alam mo sa inyo, busog yan.
Oo, diba? Alam
busog
natin yan. But this is very similar to what I was saying a while ago na we look at us, our system, yung sabihin ko na, yung pera natin na-reward ba natin sila in a way na they won't look elsewhere, diba?
Alam mo, bago natin i-reward yung mga atleta natin sa national team, ayusin muna natin yung education system tsaka yung mga kalsada. Marami tayong priorities eh. Again, we can't compare ourselves to G7 countries. Kasi, di ba? The different, in-explain ko na ito nun eh, yung sa incentives natin eh. Lagi ako kakarga sa education. Kasi ang incentive system natin tayo, short-sighted eh, na, bigyan natin ito sa mga player, bigyan natin dito sa ganito. Maraming ang unqualified na national athletes, alam mo yung Mark, na instead of getting the best of the best, since tenured na sila, nandito na sila, so yun yung nangyayari. But for this instance, kay Jaja Santiago, I mean, siguro maganda lang talaga yung unang-una, again, love will keep us alive. And pangalawa, kadugtong nun is the pro contract.
Right.
The pro contract na international yen ang kikitain niya eh. So that's something that she really considered, I guess. Pero lagi niya sinasabi, Pilipino pa rin sila sa puso. Parang ni si Maxine Esteban. Right? She would always say that they're still Filipino through and through. Iba lang yung passport nila. Di gano'n na din yun.
Gano'n na din. Pero alam mo, nung nagsimula ako, kasi nung nagsimula ang volleyball dito with the Shakey's video, when we were covering that, nakita ko yung slow but steady growth ng volleyball. You have to remember, guys, kailan lang ba tayo nagkaroon ng professional volleyball league?
Recently lang.
Compared to other countries na ilang dekada na.
Saka nagpag-compete tayo ngayon.
Oo. So, relax lang muna tayo. What I can say is, from someone who's been on the sidelines, nakikita ko yung slow but steady growth ng players, ng league, ng officiating, ng lahat. Coaching, especially.
Improve.
So, maybe, yung mga bansa na malalaki na ngayon sa volleyball, they also started in that place. Nandun na sila ngayon, di ba?
Small steps lang. Pasensya.
No, hindi tayo nagda-digress. That's what I can say. Volleyball is steadily growing. Mabilis nga ngayon in the past 5 years. Grabe ang bulusok ng volleyball.
Pila kayo. Binigyan nyo lapasita na pasensya.
Sipin nyo nung nagsimula yung V-League, pag nagbenta kami ng ticket, ang daming natitira. Minsan, nung first 2 seasons, walang nanonood. Nung third, nung bumanap na yung mga Michelle Carolino, yung mga pumapasok na yan. Penetrante.
Chisay.
Tatlong kanto yung pila sa labas. And we couldn't believe na volleyball, pinapanood ng ganito. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, na we will get there eventually. Give them the time.
Let it percolate.
And maybe, pag dumating yung time na yun, our players will stay.
Definitely. Siyempre, pag andyan yung mga corporate sponsorship, and of course, the national team will always be there. Kahit na maliit o malaki yung stipend, kung gusto nila maglaro para sa bayan, lalaro yan.
It's not always about the money. Importante yun. Pero if you feel na by staying here, matututo ka, mag-evolve yung skill mo as a player, minsan mas importante pa sa ibang player yun kaysa sa pera, di ba?
Ito, sabi Coach JB.
Oh, yan.
Basta malaro si Jaja sa Philippine team, it would still be good for the country. Dual citizen ba siya?
Alam ko dual.
Kung dual, mamimili siya ng federation. Kasi East Asia naglalaro yun. So, tingnan natin kung anong pagkakasunduan ng CNBF. Kasi sila na yung mga decision makers dyan eh. And kay Jaja din, baka contractually obligated siya na maglaro sa Japanese national.
Marami ng factors ngayon.
Marami nang kailangan tanungin dyan. Pero we had the opportunity to include her. Kahit yung huling alas wala siya dun sa cycle niya. Basta mga bata.
Hot take, even if she doesn't play, okay na ako. Kasi latter part na parang for me, go get your money. Like go get your, and when I say money, it's not money, but go make a living, diba? And even if she doesn't, she opts not to for whatever contractual reasons. I'm fine eh. I think nandun siya sa part na nagsisimula yung volleyball. May ambag na siya sa Philippine volleyball.
Alam nyo, ang
daming player ngayon na magagaling.
Pero sa totoo lang,
dami talaga.
Pinakamasasaktan tayo pag yung dalawang player na dapat hindi pa mapalitan sa atin ang magretiro, si Don Macandili at saka si Gia Morado. Yung dalawang yun kasi yung, I think they are the two pieces na talagang kailangan matuto yung mga bata dun sa dalawang yun. Kasi number one, Don Macandili has been the best libero that I have seen as I was covering UAP volleyball sa women's. And Gia Morado, oh my goodness. The way that she improved from college and then playing in Japan. Yung dalawang yun. Yun ang dapat natin i-secure. Pagkatapos sila maglaro, pag gusto nilang mag-coach, kailangan isama na natin sa coaching staff. Bigyan na natin ng mga camps para lahat ng mga Pilipinong batang setter at saka Pilipinong batang libero dahil marami tayo niyan.
True.
Sure ball, marami tayong libero.
Pag maganda foundation mo, especially for players like that.
Ang kailangan kasi sa international, yung mga maliliit na maliliksi, yung mga batang, ewan ko kasi nga Roblox yung nilalaro. Dati Luxon Tinig di ba? At saka naglalaro sa kali, kaya naturally athletic eh. So, yan yung baka may ambag natin. Libero naman yung export natin, bakit hindi?
True. Okay, meron pa daw tayong isa pang comment. Okay, Champion Online Shop says, bakit kasi hinayaan? Siya lang naman ang magaling sa Pilipinas. Yung iba, showbiz ata gustong gawin. Aray ko. Di naman tayo manalo sa international level. Unlike basketball, Kings of Asia, hype lang yung volleyball sa atin. I don't think you can compare that sport to another sport. Pero, yung iba, showbiz ata ang gustong gawin. Kung maganda ka talaga,
di nila kasalanan yung bigyan ng gusto kanila yun.
Kung maganda ka talaga.
Kung maganda ka, ganito ka. Lalapitan.
Ayos ka talaga.
Pero kung ganyan yung dalawa,
Ay, ito.
ako chamba.
Guys.
Chamba. But again, it's part of being a pro. It's how you market yourself. Sabi ko, babalikan, kasi tayo ang corollary natin basketball. Bakit ba natin mahal na mahal si Jaworski? It's his gamesmanship. It's his embodiment of Filipino values. Filipino virtues na patay kung patay. Di ba? Lapu-lapu pag naglaro eh. Pagka susugod, it's either uuwi ako na binibitbit yung katawan ko o iuuwi namin yung mga kalaban na bitbit namin sila lahat. Di ba? Ganun yun eh. Pero ngayon kasi, the generation right now, it's about getting the attention and harnessing that attention for your own brand. So hindi natin sila masisisi if they are building on their brand. Kasi maganda. Number 1. Tapos number 2, magaling pa maglaro. And my following. And again, attention and emotional attachment of people can be turned into monetary compensation. Professional athletes po kasi itong mga to. And it's a part of the game right now.
And I would even take it a step further. Yung pag-show, quote-unquote, pag-showbiz nila, di ba? I'll extend it to even, it can actually help market, not them, volleyball.
Totoo.
Diba? And tulad ng great point na sinabi ni Mark kanina, we're still on our way up eh. Konting patience lang eh. So, everything to build the sport right now will help eh. Diba? Even yung pag-showbiz nila.
Gamesmanship.
Yes, namamarket sila, pero namamarket din yung volleyball. Kaya nga sumikat yung volleyball sa atin dahil marketable yung mga volleyball players natin eh, diba? And so, just in the same way na nag-catch up yung world sa USA sa basketball, there is a big chance for Philippine volleyball to catch up to the world as well. Konting pasensya lang guys, konting pasensya lang.
Pwede naman mag-showbiz. Ang dami nga natin pina-follow. Hindi naman mga volleyball player.
Baka si Chris Banquero, minsan 2 points lang pinapalakpakan nyo.
Di naman kayo nagkakalayo eh.
Diba?
Di naman kayo nagkakalayo.
Dahil, yun yung sinasabi natin.
Kasama yun. Yun yung isa.
Kaya nga tinatawag na sports entertainment.
Oo.
Hindi
Diba?
lang pwedeng laro lang kayo ng laro. Kailangan medyo may konting
Kailangan
gusto
mo.
naman.
Kita nyo, kaya paborito natin si Rob Parker eh. Kahit hindi Pilipino, nagsasayaw doon. Natatandaan pa rin yung generation namin. Binabibenta. O, natandaan mo.
Ay, naalala ko pa yan.
Naalala mo. Nabutan mo yan.
Batang-bata
Grade school
pa ako.
ganun.
Okay. Ganda ng usapan natin dito. Ang dami tayong nabuksan na topic.
Si Rob Parker.
Masayaw-sayaw, puro balikat.
Pati yung mga gawa sa recto yung virtual TV nagamit natin.
Okay, it's time to recap yung mga ating pinag-usapan. Of course, Ael and Martin already told you about their picks. But one thing is for certain, itong 100th season ng NCAA will be very interesting. Team level-wise, sport level-wise, player level-wise.
Coaching
Will be
wise.
very interesting to watch. So abangan niyo po yan. It will open this Saturday, of course.
At
Ito ang makikita nyo.
hindi po ako. Nandito po ako sa Maynila. Pero again, lahat ng mga tumututok sa basketball sa Pilipinas, mga basketball fans, do support the NCAA. It would be opening on Saturday, September 7. I think it should be on 12 noon. First game is at 2:30 after the opening ceremony, San Beda against LPU. Final four matchup last season. And then CSB against Mapua. I'll be doing that game. Supportahan niyo yung games yan. Kung gusto niyo rin manood ng ibang college leagues, UAAP naman ang patakal. I think it's a Friday. So, the NCAA Season 100, it's a celebration of college sports. Hindi lang yan ng basketball, hindi lang yan ng isang liga. Kasi it was the first collegiate league. So, malaking bagay yan. It's celebrating all the leagues that it opened up in the country. So, syempre, malapit sa puso kayo dyan ako lumaki. Kaya, mga kaibigan natin, supportahan yung league.
Novak, still the king of tennis. Ang contention natin dyan, give him a little bit more time to prove himself. Baka meron pang ibubuga. A lot of players coming up. Yannick Sinner, of course. Carlos Alcaraz, of course. Pero maybe too early. Possible pa lang. Magagaling na pero possible. But Novak, I think is still there. Meron pa siya ipapakita.
Siya yung natitira eh.
Oo.
Siya yung nandun sa taas. Kailangan, if you want to be the man, you have to beat the man.
Kasi you have to measure yourself on someone. Di ba? Kung wala siya, baka mag-suffer din yung iba eh.
Exactly.
Wala na, di ba?
Walang hahatak pataas ng competition.
Pero yung Rafael Nadal is also there. So hindi nyo pwedeng i-count out yan.
Okay.
The guy is a monster when it comes to going back on shape.
Yep.
Di ba? Hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin
That's the biggest if. Dahil yung health.
Yung injuries niya talaga.
Health is a big issue.
Is Jaja turning Japanese good or bad for Philippine sports? Contention natin dyan. Maybe good, maybe bad. But again, we both agreed na supportahan lang natin.
Yeah. Support
Pamilyado, may iba ng priorities.
Walang nagkakamali sa sumuporta sa pagmamahal. Walang nagkakamali dyan. Dami kong baon.
Saan sa playlist mo yan? Wala
Hindi
sa...
ako kay Mark eh. Sa mga
Gusto mo
sports
papasukin
plus,
na natin?
Yung misis ko nasa labas. Sa sobrang tagal namin ni Mark Zambrano magkaibigan at magkasama sa media, kailangan lagi ako may baon na patatawanin siya kasi baka kung ano yung masabi ko pag wala akong baon.
Okay, great conversation guys. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng tumutok sa atin dito sa SPNation Season 2. Of course, follow Sports Plus on our social media accounts. And kung meron kayong mga comments and suggestions, bato nyo lang sa ating sportsplus.ph. We'd like to hear your thoughts, of course, kung anong gusto nyo pag-usapan in our next few episodes. Sa ngalan po ni Ayal Banal, of course, Coach Martin Antonio right here. Mark Zambrano is here. We'll see you next time sa next episode ng SPNation right here on Sports Plus. Thanks, guys.
Look at us, yeah, we winning. Look at us, just beginning. Give me my trophy. This is the first of many. Look at the W's. This is the first of many. Give me the trophy.
Celebration
this
vibes.
is the first of many. Give me the
2021, baby.
trophy. This is the first of many.
I drop a song and it's moving. I got a song and I'm moving. I want confetti all over. I'm thanking God for the movement. Ooh. It's only fam in the room. I only stand for the truth. I got the keys, I'm in tune. I'm living life in the light and I'm never gonna stop it. I take them to school. God, he making it boom. God, he gave me the tools. I'm working.
Look at us, yeah, we winning. Look at us, just beginning. Give me my trophy. This is the first of many. Look at the W's. This is the first of many. Give me the trophy. This is the first of many. Give me the trophy. This is the first of many.
What else they want from us? We making history.
We are thrilled to have White Ramos as our new star player.
Victory really got my name on it. Blood, sweat, and tears, I left a stain on it. I'ma pass the torch before a blame, homie. Because victory really got my name on it. Victory really got my name on it. Blood, sweat, and tears, I left a stain on it. I'ma pass the torch before a blame, homie.